Okay, hi, I am Kawaii and I'm gonna do a tutorial on line art. Basically, yes, I am using a mouse. I can't draw a mouse, but yes, I'm using a mouse, whatever the thing is. So basically, what you want to do, right? I'm gonna talk about my preferred brush first. So basically, if you want to use it, right, for line art, usually you use like this ink blot thing is that you can find it at the first row and then the last one. So what? Yeah, basically it's this. You can actually bookmark it under like my favorites or something. Um, Honestly, when it comes to line art, preferred size doesn't matter as long as you're like comfortable with it. But usually I like to use like around 29 or 10 or something. But whenever I like to do like fine art, I usually do like around 2 px or 3. Yeah, I mean just what my preferred thing is that, but it depends on like how big you want your size to be anyways. So okay, other than that, moving on to the settings now. Usually whenever you start like drawing, right, like using a mouse, you usually have a default that's like basic. So you probably want to like change it. You can just click on it and you can go to stabilizer. My settings are usually like around 22.0 to 22.0.1, but I usually try not to go like to 1000 because this one's like going to be too late and it's like very annoying. So yeah, but you can again, this one also can be like to like anything lah that you like it. So for example, I'm just going to show you a demonstration of like how it will look like without stabilizer and what it look like with stabilizer. So for example, you want to draw a triangle. You want to draw a house, cause why not? We all live in. Yeah, okay. You notice how the lines are like super like wobbly, but if you want to use stabilizer, right? Usually they'll have like this one small circle thing, and then after that your brush will just follow along it. You see how like your line is like more stable. It's much more better quality, and I think it's really good for like doing those if you want to like have very stable line art. So yeah. Next one is selecting and deselecting. This one are just like some other tips. So normally, right, if you want to select and select stuff, you can go to like either one of these tools over here. This is like a square. It's like the square select. So basically, what you want to do is you can left click and then after that drag it to a certain place, drag it to like a certain extent. So maybe like around here. And once you release it, then you can actually see like this thing over here. So if you want to move, right, you see this yeah, this is a move tool and basically got the 4 arrows thing. So you can just move it around to some random place. Yeah. So it's basically the same thing as that. Other than that, there's others like well yeah, the circle one. I don't really recommend polygonal, but this will be quite cool, like outline selection tool. This one is when you for example when you have like super narrow lines and you want to like remove it. You can basically you can actually zoom in more and then you can finally just move it around and just trace the outline of it and then it will just select the entire thing like without affecting this side. So you can do the same thing, but just one additional tip. Usually when you see this line, right, and you want to like get rid of it and you don't like to like move anymore, you can use Control Shift A to like deselect it. So I click Control Shift A and like now it's gone. So basically, yeah, that's what it's like. Just to deselect. Now the last thing are just like some general guidelines and like some coloring and shading. So basically for that one, they actually try not to make the line out like too thick. Like maybe for example, don't make your brush until like this big or something, but don't make it too thin either, cause it's like later you can't really see the line art. But usually when it comes to like shading and all that, or maybe like very fine details, then you can. Just maybe some examples of like shading, right? You see I have this Among Us character. I can't find my cursor, but yeah, okay. This is an Among Us character. And this is another Among Us character that I drew. So you notice how wait, okay, hold on. So you notice how like some of the lines are like super fine. Yeah, so usually when if you want to do like this, right, you can just like make it to like 2.95 or something like that. So like basically it doesn't like stand out unless you want it to be like very chibi, that kind of very cute thing like this lah. And maybe for like oh yeah, for some shading, right? Shading is you can actually you can use this tool and like just color like a darker shade of it. Then once you're done with that, you can actually use a blender tool that I think Crystal will be talking about later, like when she talks about shading. So yeah, basically you can just do an aggravation of like the design as long as it's like it makes sense. And, but yeah, you don't have to be like complicated like this. So yeah. And actually there are some other effects that I want to teach. So like have you all heard of like RGB shift? I don't think you guys might have heard of it, but for example, okay, this was a thing that I did for art. So it's like this very glitch effect. So you can notice that there's like this very glitch thing over here. And okay, yeah, if you want to know what this is, Brad and Eddie. Okay, shush. Okay, other than that, right? Besides the topic. So basically you can see like there's this green layer, a blue layer, and a red layer. Ah, yeah. Where it's basically that. So if you want to learn, right? Okay, this is advanced, but this one it will be very useful like once you actually get to know a little bit more about Krita and all that stuff. So first, for example, I'm just gonna draw a square and maybe like some, I don't know, something like YouTube, cause why not? So what you want to do with this, right? You can actually duplicate the layers. You can easier way you can just click Control J, and you can actually yeah, you can change the properties. So you can right click and you see properties, and you'll see this active channels. You'll see all of them are ticked. But what you want to do is to actually like separate the blue, green, and red. So you can do that for like any color. So for example, I want to separate the blue first, and then you just click OK. My bad. And you can do that for every one of them. So for example, I want now this layer I want to make it only green. So I'll just click OK. And this one I want to make it only red. But yeah, keep the alpha, huh? Just keep the alpha. Don't ask me why, but yeah, just keep it. So once you know, right? Oh yeah, and another tip is just rename your layers just in case you forget. So yeah, you can name it like after the ones that you isolated. So now you're done renaming, right? You can use this move tool to actually shift some of the layers like backwards or front. So now you can see it's actually like shifted, and you can like just play around like to see what looks nice. So yeah, this is one example of it. It's not nice, but okay, fine. I did my best. But yeah, this is just an additional tip, like in case you guys want to use it for like your background or something, or maybe just for the animation wise. Like yeah, who knows? But yeah, it's quite useful actually. And maybe one, okay, if you find this very complicated, right? You can actually do a simpler one. For example, like this. Basically, it's like a I think you call it grunge effect. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's a filter basically. So what you want to do for this one, right, is this one's simple. So you just draw oh shit. Yeah. Just draw whatever you want to draw first. And yeah, okay. Just say I want to do this again. A random shape. And then you can color it. Oh yeah, when it comes to coloring, right, you always put your outline layer as a separate layer from your coloring one. So it'll be much more easier. Never put the both of them at the same layer. I repeat, never put coloring and line art at the same layer. Later Crystal will probably like tell you later. But anyways, you can just fill it in like using this bucket tool, and you'll get this. So now you want to make that whatever effect, right? You can actually create a new layer like in front of the line art, and you can make it like I don't know what color you want it. I'm just gonna make it green, cause why not? I don't green, blue. I can't do this. and you probably want to color the entire layer. And then you can, oh yeah, you see this opacity thing here? Opacity will actually like control like how opaque or how transparent you want it to be. So you can click it to like any opacity you want, and it actually will give like this very opaque like very translucent kind of thing. You can do this for any color actually. For now I just try to do it like blue cause why not. But the one that I used like originally, I used like navy blue, so that it will give like this very creepy kind of vibe. But yeah, who knows if you like, I think there's, I don't know why, but I think there's one part you want to talk like a forest kind of thing, like maybe dark at night or something. I'm not sure what you guys are doing, I'm sorry. But yeah, it will be quite useful because like it will give like a very misty kind of thing. So yeah. Wait, I'm just gonna do it again. I'll just do it dark blue cause why not? So you can just fill it in. Oh wait. Oh yeah, remember to hide your layers. You hide if using this thing over here. So you just click it and then you can't really see much. And then you can on it again and you change your opacity. And ta-da! You get that very creepy vibe kind of thing. Although now it's not creepy, but sure. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else to say. If any clarification, just ping me or you can just ask Crystal yourself. So yep. Bye bye and see you some other time. Peace.